Now, if you're looking for a pair of a great sounding bookshelf or a desktop speaker which comes with a very affordable price, then this pair of the Kanto YU2 powered desktop speaker might be just what you need. Hey, what's up? Adam Lobo here from Adam Lobo TV, and I am here to talk about something that is very close to my heart or ears, if you get what I mean. Now, as you may or may not already know, that I have a rich history in music and music making, and I have a deep love for music and all things audio. And I'm sure some of you out there love music and can be a certain level of enthusiast too. So I hope you find this video helpful, as I'm planning to do a monthly audio series with the great guys from TechX, which I'll link their exact website down below. Now, before anything, I just want to say that audio is subjective. That is a fact, because you may like different genre of music. Some may like heavy bass tracks, and some people like me absolutely love rock or metal music. So picking up a pair of speakers, headphones, or choosing audio equipment depends on the individual tastes and requirements, and it also depends on your environment and use cases as well. But of course, there is a baseline on what exactly is good and what is not good. And in which case, the fundamental level should always be clarity, detail, and good dynamic range and clear separation between the audio frequencies. And when it comes to speakers as a whole, some speakers may produce warmer tone, while others have a more neutral sounding signatures like studio monitors, for example. So yes, now that we have got that out of the way, let's talk about Kanto Audio, because it's a brand that you may not be familiar, especially for countries like here in Malaysia, where this particular Canadian outfit designs and makes high performance and also aesthetically pleasing value price audio gear, and in fact debuting as early as 2007. And I'm sure that you have seen some US or Canadian YouTubers who have been rocking these speakers in their desk setup. So this is the entry-level Kanto YU2 that I've been testing out, and is also one of the 3 powered bookshelf speakers alongside the bigger Kanto YU4, the YU6, which I'll also be reviewing soon as well. And they also have the accompanying subwoofers, which is the Sub 6 and the Sub 8. Now, first things first, let's check out what comes inside of the box. Now, I have to say that I really appreciated the amount of visuals on the box itself, where you'll see the exact speaker color variant that you have chosen. Then at the side, there is the back part of the speaker, also with the exact color as well. And there are more visuals at the back with a nice little desk setup with the speaker too. Now, opening the box, there's a nice little clear bag which contains the rubber fit stickers, the manuals, and a thank you note from Kanto. Underneath, there's another clear plastic which has a really good quality speaker wire, which is up to 3 meters, a 2-meter mini jack audio cable, a USB-A to USB-B cable. It's been a while. Then a 2-pin and a 3-pin power cable. Next, in a smaller white box, there's the AC power brick. Then finally, you'll find the speakers nicely covered in a protective, thin white cloth. Now, when it comes to the design and build quality, the Kanto YU2 is the smallest of its siblings, measuring at 3.9 by 5.9 by 5.3 inches, and the active left cabinet weighs at 1.4 kilograms, while the right passive cabinet tips the scale at 1.3 kgs. And I must say that this speaker is not only minimalist but very aesthetically pleasing, and is also available in a wide selection of colors, including this very unique and classy looking bamboo. And then there's also my usual favorite, which is in white that has a glossy and a matte finish. Then there is gloss red, gloss teal, gloss black, matte grey, and matte black. Then the left and the right speakers looks almost identical from the front, except for the blue light indicator that is available on the left cabinet. Now, they both feature a 0.75-inch silk dome tweeters on top of the 3-inch Kevlar woven composite woofer, which of course the rubber surrounds on the bottom. Now, I love how they are quite compact, as you guys can see, and also looks perfect with any desk setup, especially for those limited space. Now, if possible, I would recommend doing the same thing that I've done by making a purchase of the Kanto S2 desktop speaker stand, which TechX is also selling it at only 160 ringgit, which comes in white and black. Because not only it makes the speaker to have the best listening angle because of its elevation, but check out the overall look it brings into the desk. Now, when it comes to the hardware and the connectivity, the Kanto YU2 is a powered speaker, which means that it comes with a built-in or internal amplifier, so there's no need to purchase a separate amplifier or a preamp to make this to work. Now, the Class D amplifier is located on the left active speaker, which provides a 25 watt root mean square or RMS per channel. It has a frequency range of 20 Hz to 20 kHz with a frequency response of 80 Hz to 10 kHz plus minus 6 decibels and a crossover frequency response of 2.5 kHz. Now, this Kanto YU2 also comes with a built-in DAC, which is a digital to analog converter that can sample 16 beats 48 kHz, which is a welcome addition if you're looking to boost your typical listening experience from probably a laptop to even your smartphone. Just plug in a USB cable and go. Now, being an entry-level speaker, it offers decent input and output connectors. Now, at the back of the active speaker, you'll find a pair of the speaker connectors for you to connect to the left and the right speakers, with of course the supplied 3-meter standard speaker wire. And there's also the 3.5mm AUX stereo mini jack and a USB Type-B port to connect to your computer, since it has a built-in DAC as mentioned earlier, where this USB cable and of course the AUX cable also comes inside of the box as seen earlier. Then the volume control knob is located on the top left corner, where it might be a little inconvenient for some because it's placed at the back of the speaker, but I personally can live with that because I like the whole front clean look of the speaker. While there are no on and off switch, but you can turn the volume knob all the way down until you hear a click, which will turn off the speakers. Now, for those of you who are looking for a wireless or a Bluetooth connectivity speakers, well, you might be a little disappointed because this speakers does not have any wireless connectivity built in. So you'll need to look upwards at the Kanto YU4 or the YU6, or you can get a separate wireless Bluetooth adapter, which again I'll link it down below at the description area. Now, when it comes to the overall performance, here is where the Kanto YU2 impresses, which is the audio quality. Now, granted, there are some misgivings given the limitation of the physical enclosure and the overall compact size. And I have to admit that I did not do some sort of scientific tests like measuring the frequency values and stuff during playback, as this is not that kind of a technical review. What I can tell you is the best of my ability based on my personal preference on, of course, taste and how good or bad it sounds, and of course what the sound signature is and what kind of sound stage that you can experience. Now, in terms of the sound profile, I have to say that the overall sound on the Kanto YU2 was quite fairly neutral, but not too neutral in a studio monitor way, where I'd describe it as warm in the mid-range, where the mid-range is generally well saturated, where the Kanto YU2 does well in separating the frequencies based on my listening, and it doesn't do too well when it comes to the lower mid-range, and it can be a bit sharp on the upper ranges depending on your music listening or of course your liking, but it will sound good in a wide range of music genres though, so I think that's the most important. Now, if you're a bass lover, then yes, the Kanto YU2 will come in short in that bass frequency area.
Nani?
Now, because of the compact size and the rubber surrounds of the composite woofer, usually a powerful low frequency response, as you may know, which will require lots of air and of course power to the speaker, where unfortunately the Kanto YU2 lacks both. But this is easily fixed with the addition of the subwoofer as mentioned earlier, where you can either get the sub 6 or the sub 8 if you really want that added powerful bass. Now, despite its compact size, the sound stage is quite wide and will fill the room about 2/3 of the maximum volume, and you'll find it fairly centered with the direction pretty well defined. Now, while I think that this is not the best way for you to experience the speaker from a listener's perspective, but I've taken the extra effort to get some high quality condenser microphone and a preamp to record some song samples. So get your headphones or earphones ready, and here is a quick sound test.
As coisas não vão se encaixar se você se cobrar demais. Te ensino a se enganar, que assim vai dar. Então quando a coisa apertar, tudo estiver bom triste.
So in conclusion, while not exactly very cheap per se for an entry-level model, but the Kanto YU2 has many good things going for it. And having tested a lot of premium entry-level speaker brands, I think that this speaker has the best value quality that the overall speaker gives. Now I have to say that I love the minimalist design and the build quality, especially when it comes to this particular bamboo finish, the good arrays of input and output ports as well, and of course the built-in DAC. And as mentioned earlier also, that I really am surprised by how reasonable the wide soundstage, the great percussion, and of course the quite surprising factor is how reasonably wide the soundstage was. It had great precision, good mid-range and treble, and overall clean and neutral output all in all. Now yes, there are a very minute trade-off, like not having a very good bass and having the overall volume control at the back of the speaker, but like I said, I did not mind that at all since I love the overall clean look, and if you like the overall minimalist look, then you would really appreciate that as well. Now, if you're interested in getting yourself one, especially if you're here in Malaysia, you can head on to TechX website, where they have a complete collection of the Kanto YU speakers and other cool audio equipment over there as well. And you can even book an appointment to head to the store and experience these speakers yourself. And I'll leave all the info at the description below. Now don't forget to check out my other 2 audio reviews from TechX over here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you really soon.